Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, everyone.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't so come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Begin it easy, won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Yay, our morning song. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh no, I'm not seeing the chats. Well, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm not getting any of your chats. So let me look at my phone. We have Suzanne and Kathy and Annie and Jesse and Tammy and Ricky and Josie. Hope, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing. All right, well, my computer's not quite working right with the chats. So if I don't see your comments, I'm not sure why. Just weird this morning that that's not working right. Okay, well, let's go into our hearts anyway. Let's do the heart brain coherence and just share with each other. I know we've got more people on than what I can see, but we'll get there. So slow down your breathing. Add in the love. Add in joy. Then send that love out as you hold it into your heart and your brain acknowledges it. Send it out into the world. Maybe there's someone in your home with you that you'd like to share it with. Just send them some love and then let it go. Let it go, let it flow wherever it needs to go. So thank you all for being here this morning. So much love to every one of you. What a beautiful, thankful Tuesday. Oh, our Blue is here. Good morning, Blue Jean. Let's see if anybody else came in. I'm thinking that was it. I'm not seeing any of the YouTube people. I don't know why it's not working right today. Let me see, maybe if I go to, go to the dashboard, maybe it'll show me. Okay, we'll try that. If not, I don't know what's going on with it. Jennifer, good morning, sweet Jennifer. Nope, it is not going to show me the chat on my computer. So we will just wing it from the phone. All right, so my alarm's still trying to wake me up. I think I'm awake. Good morning, Karen Plummer. All right, so I'm going to get to the blog here in 1 second. And it is shine bright like a diamond. When you feel like you just can't stand any more pressure, remember how diamonds are created. Diamond formation takes place 90 to 100 miles beneath the surface of the earth. Incredible atmospheric pressure and thousands of degrees of heat. Wow. Want to look at that diamond on your finger again? Maybe have more appreciation for it. It is a miracle that it even surfaced, right? When I think about what it went through and how the conditions had to be just right for it to form, it blows my mind. And then I think about us humans and the perfection of all the moving pieces and parts working together in harmony, keeping us alive. We've come a long way in understanding how incredibly remarkable our bodies are designed, how each organ functions, how the blood flows, and what parts we need and what we can live without. Not only is it mind-blowing, it's truly a miracle. I wonder sometimes how many of us truly stop at any given moment and are awestruck that our bodies are just doing all that is necessary for us without a manager sending out memos or yelling out instructions. Dear angels, I am so grateful to be alive in a human body that just works automatically. And at times, even through the abuse I put it through, when I don't do everything I can to take care of it, experience has shown us what is important to eat and drink, what to avoid, how to maintain the body the very best we can. It's time we woke up and paid attention to what has been in front of our faces for so many years. It's time to respect our bodies as the temple they are, as they hold our beautiful spirit. We've had too many tragic deaths from addictions and drug overdoses. Please give us some hope. Dear ones, indeed, the world around you can seem pretty heavy and chaotic. There have been many opportunities for awakening on your planet. The draw that entices one toward the darkness is strong and deceptive. Never give up hope that those who get caught in the snare will be able to overcome and see the illusion for what it is. You cannot walk that path for them, dear ones, no matter how much you are willing to do so. The best way you can help is to hold love in your heart. Raising your own vibration does make a difference. Prayers are heard, and your heartfelt compassion is so important. The energy on your planet is speeding up as the darkness sees the glow from the light workers who are present. It is a new dawn, so stay the course. Hold each other in high integrity and be very transparent in your relationships with each other. You are in a time of transparency now, and it's the opportune time for you to shine your light even brighter to dispel the darkness. Focus on how you can be the strongest you can be mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You came here for such a time as this. You are ready for the task at hand. You're not doing this alone, and you never will be forsaken. Shine like the diamond that you are. Dear angels, today I promise to move steadily forward with my diamond heart shining bright. The diamond that we are. Do you feel like you're a diamond? Do you feel like you're glowing at times brilliantly out into the world? Because we are. We are that diamond. We are that incredible miracle that just keeps on keeping on. And we are made of tough stuff. You know, just think of what all our bodies go through, and especially if we're under stress, it goes through a lot. And we don't have to tell it, okay, keep going, heart, keep going, lungs. We don't have to do that because it just knows what it has to do. And Auntie Jean just showed up. I look awake, Kobe. I've been awake for at least an hour and a half. Jean says, this is weird. I was on really early, but I don't know where I was. I hope I found everyone. Well, I think you're here, Jean. I see you and I see your comments. Good morning, Deirdre. I can't see the YouTube comments this morning. This is just so strange. But anyway, just trying to see if maybe if I turn the YouTube on, if I can see the comments. If I turn the YouTube on. Okay, we'll see if that works. Anyway, I'm on Enlightened World also today. That's why I can now, because it always, the restream has a chat with it and it shows me all the comments from everybody, no matter where they're at, and it's blank. I don't know what's going on with it. It's really weird. Anyway, I'm just glad you all are here and I can see most of your comments anyway. Good morning, my sister Billy. So, Kuan Yin, let's see if she wants to chime in on what the angels had to say to us. I think that was such an important message this morning. And Kathy says, the angels must be reaching out to me through you, Teri. I guess that's why I was born in April. My birthstone is diamond. I continue to shine my light, especially for Colin. Yeah, you do, honey. You're so strong. You are like that huge diamond that's shining out there. Your light's shining so brilliantly. And I love the one part where they said, never give up hope. There is always hope. And speaking of our hope, she says, just love me some great Auntie Jean. Always makes me laugh and reminds me of my great Auntie Myrtle. God rest her soul. She was my favorite grand aunt. Oh, I love that. Good morning, Charlie. So what does Kuan Yin have to say about all this? About not giving up, about those who are stuck in whatever the attraction was to abuse any part of ourselves, mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Kuan Yin says, trust. Trust what you feel the divine is communicating to you through the happenings around you. There is divine guidance in all things if we know how to feel and look for it through the heart without silencing our intuition with logic. I think that's important too. We're going to have a discussion at 5 o'clock Eastern today with our dear Auntie Jean and Kathleen Caputo. And that discussion is on faith. I think this is a very important discussion to have right now because so many are losing faith in this world, losing faith in the happenings and government and ourselves. So yeah, never give up and don't silence our intuition with logic. Don't try to look at things in a way that our brain is going to convince us that it's one way, and our heart knows that it's another way. Annie says, Kathy Hand, when I think of you, I see a lighthouse shining its light on a foggy morning with the waves going, but no matter what, your light withstands the storms. Love you. We do love you, Kathy Hand, and love you, Annie. Michelle Landers, good morning. Michelle says, I can really use some miraculous healing, please. This COVID is hanging on. Oh, Michelle, I don't like hearing that. I know that you're scheduled to give us an update today, an energy update for January. And Ruth is excited about that. And I am too. 11 o'clock a.m., I believe, Eastern time. Michelle will be on to talk to us about the energy update. Oh, thank you, Annie. Annie is speaking healing over you in Jesus' name. That's right. And Suzanne says, never give up. Sometimes you are stuck for a really long time, but then you will get back into motion, even if it's baby steps. Trust in the divine timing. Yes, that trust, that faith, that belief that, like Marietta teaches us, everything is working perfectly. And that's our promise that we can hold on to. We may not see it, just like our body. We don't see our heart beating. We don't see the lungs as they're pushing the oxygen into our body. We don't see the kidneys filtering what we put into our bodies, but it works. So trust, have that faith and that belief that everything is working perfectly. And Kathy says, I bought a book called Cooked about a man who changed his stars from being a crack addict and dealer and serving 10 years in jail. He became a chef. Yeah, miraculous stories of the way people turn their lives around, Kathy. It's there. There's all kinds of success. That's what we have to hold on to, is that promise that everything is working perfectly and in divine time. Michelle says, I'm still doing the update with a raspy voice, but I think there is a confusion about the time today. Oh, maybe it's 1 o'clock your time. Yeah, we have this time difference thing that drives me insane. And so it may be 1 o'clock your time, Michelle. Hope says, let's not put any energy there. You are perfectly perfect, and so it is. That's right, Michelle Landers. You are perfectly perfect, and we are claiming that perfection for you. And Kathy, you gave that book to Colin last night. Thank you for doing that. All right, I still don't have comments. I was just checking to see if I did. Don't see that anybody else has come in here, but we've got a great group of you gathered this morning. What's your gratitude? And we have a question for you. Auntie Jean asked me this yesterday. I know I'm doing gratitude base every day. I choose somebody to shout out gratitude to and to put out there on Facebook what a great person I'm giving gratitude to. And Auntie Jean's been doing the same. So she asked me yesterday, are we the only ones doing gratitude base? So I don't know. Are we? Are you all sending gratitude out? I know I've received a couple of messages from some of you, private messages, and that's wonderful and awesome. And I thank you so much for that. Let's shout it out to the world. We have a Facebook group called, I know, Suzanne, and thank you for sending me a message. But let's shout it to the world that we appreciate each other. And that Facebook group is called Gratitude Base. If you want to just go in there and just type somebody's name and say, I'm grateful for you. That's all you have to do. That's the whole method of sharing gratitude, the gratitude base way. This was something that I started years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago now. I lost track. But yeah, let's just help each other, lift each other. And let's get it going, you guys, because I think the more we can lift each other up, the more we can share gratitude to each other. It's a blessing to give, and it's definitely a blessing to receive. So let's see, we got some gratitude from Deirdre. I'm grateful that my coughing is no longer waking me up at night. It's taken a while, but it's taking. Thank you, universe. I know. And our Auntie Jean, I think, had the same thing that you had, Deirdre, and that cough took forever. But I'm pretty sure Auntie Jean's doing a lot better now. She'll have to tell us herself if that's the case. So what are we grateful for? Suzanne, you dedicated a tiny little notebook to it. I love that. Yeah, I filled up a few of those gratitude-based books that I published, and sometimes I do just write it in my daily journal, who I'm grateful for. I love doing it that way also. And speaking of books, while you all are letting me know what your gratitude is, I'm grateful to Kathleen Caputo for giving me the name of my new book, which is a compilation of all of the blogs from last year. And I went ahead and got the name secured with Amazon. And I also got the publishing number for it. So now all I have to do is find a graphic artist. If anybody knows anyone that will volunteer, I'm going to reach out to the lady who did 2 of my books, the book covers. She did a beautiful job. If you've seen my book, Hugs and Love, she did that one first. And then she did the cover of Changes. I think a lot of you are familiar with Changes. So I'm going to reach out to her and see if she wants to do it for me for free or if there's a cost. The name of the book is, where did it go? I had it up on my screen. Well, I'll just have to do it from memory and hope I got it right. Midnight Phone Calls from the Angels. Do y'all like that? That was Kathy Caputo's suggestion, and I just fell in love with it. And she said she actually saw a vision of the cover. And so I'm going to try to get somebody that can create it the way she described it to me, with me on the cover holding this big phone. Remember the old phones that yeah, so I'm going to try to find a graphic artist that can get that for me and capture it where it's going to look good. Oh, you love it? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I do. I really, I appreciate all of you that were throwing out suggestions for the name of the book. And when that one came in, because that really is what happens, you guys. It's like somebody asked me, why don't you do it earlier? And I'm like, well, I do it when they call me in, when they say, okay, shut everything down and let's just talk. And that's what I do. And that's how that whole year of blogs came to be. I just sat and there would be an intuitive thought that would go through. And so I would just start typing. And then usually a question or a comment was made to the angels. And then they ran with that and gave me whatever we needed to know and what we need to hear. So it really is a midnight phone call from the angels. And thank you to all of you. And I appreciate those comments. I can't wait to get this together. And I'm hoping to have it done before the retreat, before the retreat in Sedona. Let's see, Deirdre, always grateful for my peas. And Kathy Han, I'm grateful that I never did get that nagging cough after being sick last week. That's something to really be grateful for, Kathy, because I know people that have had this whatever this is that's going around. And I'm so glad you didn't get that. Sally De La Rosa, Tony De La Rosa, good morning, ladies. And Billy, Billy says, my creative sister, I love it. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You know what I decided, and Ruth has helped me with some suggestions. What I've decided is I'm not going to put it in date order. I don't know what order it will come in. Whatever it comes out to be, that's what it will be. But it will be a book that you can just open any page and get a message. That's my hope, is that when you hold this book in your hand, it will be so full of hope and inspiration that you can just go to any page and there's your message. And I put this in the writing in the description of the book. My vision is that you'll sit in a quiet moment and ask the angels what you need to know. What do I need to know in this holy moment? And then go right to that page that it leads you to. And I'm so excited about this book. I've been excited about some of my books before, but this one especially, it feels like it has a far reach, that it can get into the hands of people who really can use those words in their life. See some comments here. Hope says, I'm grateful for the new addition to my family, my grandson Rio. Yes, yes, yes. I'm grateful for that as well. And what else we got? Jean says, I don't know how miserable that is, but the coughing is finally cough-free. And happy for you, my sister. Okay. I think I'm seeing some comments twice. I apologize. Those of you who are just coming in, my Restream chat is not working this morning. So I'm not getting all of your comments. Mitchell Snyder, good morning to you. Okay, I don't know where I left off. So we're just going to go into any prayer requests that you have. Oh, here we go. I found the right comments. And Sally says, grateful for one more day off before returning to a busy week. That's a great gratitude. And Suzanne, I'm literally grateful for everything, seeing everything with a fresh perspective. And Kathy, what is it that they say? You're from your lips to God's ears. She sees it being a bestseller. I would love that. That would be awesome. And Suzanne says, then we can pick book club back up and have the author write with us. Yes, I would love that, for us to dig into some of those blogs and have a good discussion about it. Pat Moss, good afternoon to you. Donna Sandoval, good morning. She says, sounds awesome. And Deirdre says, I'm also grateful that I got to see you, Suzanne, blossom from a mere bud. Isn't that the truth? I'm grateful for a lot of you doing that. I have seen such growth in so many of you. It's been just so beautiful to watch. And those of you who are doing A Course in Miracles, wow. You know, it's incredible to see just in 9 days of doing A Course in Miracles together, how some of you are just opening up beautifully. And Kathy says, I also love that idea. Like when my mom used to open her Bible for a message. I've done that with several books. I do it with Yogananda. I have a little book of meditations by Yogananda, and I just sometimes open it up, and it's exactly what I needed to hear. Jean L'Oreal says, I love that title. I know better than anyone what those late night phone calls are like. I wish you could get the glowing. at that time in the graphic. Oh, Jean, well, why not? I know the right graphic artist is out there. I know they'll be able to depict that. Jean has watched me as I've been channeling in the messages, and she's seen it firsthand how the angels just come into the room with me. And there is a magic glow about the energy. I know when they're there, I feel them. And it's like everything else stops. Time stops. Whatever else is going on around me, it just comes to a halt. And they're able to give that message with clarity and for me to share it out for you. Michelle Landers, grateful for so many blessings in my life. I love that. And Hope says, a daily inspiration. It sounds like, Mama P. It sure is. Yeah, every day you'll be able to just say, what do I need to know right now? And that's what I ask the angels when I do the channeling of what they share. What do we need to know right now? Because the message is for all of us, it's for the whole collective. And they never disappoint. When they first told me that they're going to do that for a whole year, my human brain exploded. It was like, what do you mean for a whole year? Every day for a whole year? It sounded so monumental. And then it just came so beautifully. And I would miss it if I wasn't sitting with them and doing that every night. And Suzanne, your brain is still in a twist from last night. I know that day 9 of A Course in Miracles, you guys, that's something else. I'm doing the exercise, but it is a hard lesson. And anytime that we're trying to make a change, it's not easy. I'm not going to lie to anybody. It's not easy to change anything. I've changed my nutrition. I've changed a lot of things in my life. And yeah, it's an effort. It is an effort to do this, but the payoff, magnificent. And so I'm sticking with it. I hope you all are too, that are joining us for A Course in Miracles every night. Sally says, I'm grateful for the opportunity to add some creative space at home. We are putting together an herb room where I can hang and dry my herbs this summer. Plus, I need packaging and product storage. That's beautiful. All right, so prayer requests. Anybody got any? And you can include gratitude in there. Oh, aren't we all so grateful for the news we got yesterday? Wow, I was looking at that picture of baby Wyatt and his mom holding him. She looks so young, doesn't she? I know she is young, but it was just so beautiful to see her glowing as she was holding baby Wyatt. And just the fact that he has made this type of improvement, it really gives us hope when someone is, at that point that we think we're losing them. And then all of a sudden they're like, nope, I still got some fight in me. And that's exactly what little baby Wyatt is doing. So let's remember him as we go into our prayers and remember that beautiful miracle that has taken place. Auntie Jean having coffee with oat milk this morning, baby steps. It has helped me tremendously, Auntie Jean, to put the oat milk in instead of dairy, because I don't do well with dairy. And Deirdre's offering prayers for all humans, Gaia, and world peace, and attention to human suffering and human trafficking. Thank you. And I apologize again to any on YouTube that are giving your comments, because I don't have them. I don't know why Restream's not working, but it's not. I'm not going to keep harping on that. We'll just move forward happily. Lily Ann is with us. Good morning, darling. She's not feeling good at all. So painful in her solar plexus and sacral. Yeah, you're taking on that energy, sweetheart. Just remember that you can want the best for her. You can pray for her. You can give healing to her, but don't take on that pain yourself. That's a lesson I learned years ago when I first started really doing energy healing, is you can't take on other people's pain. You can't take what's happening with them and take it as yours. So yeah, we'll lift you up for that and for you to feel better. And Sally, prayers for anyone fighting an invisible battle, for those who are still living in doubt, and for our fur babies. Thank you, Sally. And I want to add in there, because it was in the blog and they mentioned it specifically, I want to add anyone who's struggling with an addiction of any kind. You know, addiction doesn't just mean drugs or alcohol. There's so many addictions. There's food addictions. There's people-pleasing addictions. That's a real thing. And so anybody that's struggling in that way, let's put them in our prayer circle. Indeed, hope, baby Wyatt is our miracle. And we're going to cling on to hope from that, you know, that sweet baby was, everyone was just ready to give up. And he wasn't. He's like, I'm still here. And I'm so happy about that. Whatever time that beautiful family has with him, I'm so grateful for every moment they have. And Suzanne, in Pennsylvania, a young mother is still missing, and please pray for her. We certainly will. Lifting her up. Okay, so let's go into our prayers. If you have any others that you want to share that we can lift up with you, go ahead and put that in the comments. Oh, yesterday was so beautiful in our meditation time. I think I want to continue with that. Let's do that again. That was just a wonderful way of really feeling the energy. So take a deep breath in. Just focus on the breath right now. You don't have to pay attention to anything but the breath, because body is doing what it's going to do. And it's the heart's working, the lungs are working, all your organs are working. And let's just focus on the lungs right now, taking the breath in. So breathe it in, see it coming into you as a stream of light coming in from the divine. Bring it right into your heart center. Let it settle in there. And now with your out breath, see that beautiful energy flowing down your body. Watch it as it comes out the bottom of your feet and digs down into the earth, joyfully going down to the very core of Mama Gaia and connecting in with that crystalline center. I want you to find a stone there. Find that crystal that's calling your name. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to the draw that's calling you. Is it a stone of protection? Is it a stone of healing? Is it a stone that gives you a deeper connection? Maybe your intuition wants to be expanded on today. So find that stone that's going to do that. Whatever it is that's calling you. I see somebody with a citrine, so someone's focused on abundance and bringing that energy up from the earth to you. There's someone that's doing some clearing, so maybe a hematite, shungite, tourmaline. I'm hearing some tourmalines are being found. Find your stone, touch it, hold it if it's small enough for you to hold. And when you breathe in this time, breathe that energy right back up into your heart, coming up through the bottom of your feet, up the length of your body, past the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, and anchoring into your heart. Hold that energy there. Just seeing all these beautiful crystals that you all are gathering together. And now let's take a breath in. And this time, I want you to envision that breath coming as a channel of light directly from the great central sun, from our Creator. And what color is it? There's rays of color. So which ray is shining on you right now? What are you channeling through into your heart? So see that light as the color that it is, coming into your crown chakra, down to your third eye, into your throat, and then coming into your heart to anchor there with all of that beautiful crystal energy that you pulled up from the earth. Oh, that was your citrine, Michelle. Awesome. Yeah, I saw that really strongly. That citrine came in beautifully for you. So now you have color and you have a crystal. Just let that energy be pervasive. Let it come all the way into your body, covering every bit of you, and just swirling around your body, in your body. And as you think of these beautiful prayers that we give up for your loved ones, for you, for anything going on in your life, just send that energy into the circle, covering everyone in the circle with whatever stone you brought up. That's your energy that you're going to pour out, and the beautiful colored light. Just see each person lifted, healed, complete, and whole. Wow, I'm seeing a rainbow now because a lot of people got different colors. There's a lot of gold swirling around. I see golds and reds. There's a lot of pink coming from the heart. Throwing that love out there into the circle and knowing that those who we lift up are receiving, knowing that the Creator is seeing each prayer request and that it's being answered to the best and highest good of all. And Michelle, I see you covered totally in green. Green is a healing energy. So much love and healing energy sent your way. So keep sending, keep giving until it feels like it's complete. Oh, Annie, I love that. Annie saw hands of the Father with a rose. And then when we expanded, I saw the earth. Yeah, so beautiful. And Jean says, I don't know if this is technically a crystal, but I brought up a malachite. My color is green. It is a crystal. It's a gemstone coming from the center of the earth. Beautiful. So now that we've covered all those prayer requests in color and with crystal energy for healing or abundance or whatever is needed by those in the prayer circle, now let's turn our attention to each other and everyone that's gathered here. And I just see we have a new request. Prachetta is asking us to pray for Goofy. He's not doing well. So yes, let's lift our little fur baby up and pray for complete healing for him. All right, so we know what to do. We know the magic words. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Send that out far and wide, starting with the circle that's right here, everyone that's connected in to this morning's show, and then to their family, to their community, to their nation. let's just let the whole world feel this magic energy that we have when we gather together, because it is tremendous. It's a miracle. And it works miracles. We've seen it proved over and over again, especially lately with our baby Wyatt. So very grateful for that news that Kathleen brought to us. And Prachetta says, Goofy's mom and sisters, Pracheer's family, left today morning. Goofy is feeling lethargic. I missed a comment. Lethargic since this morning. Okay, sweetheart, just see him in his perfect state of being. See Goofy, happy, bouncy, his loving self. He's going to respond to your energy. Anytime we have a sick animal or an animal that's depressed or whatever's going on with them, just lift your vibration, because they do respond. And ground yourself. This is what I have found with animals. If you ground yourself, that aura that you're sending out from you includes them. So if your aura is grounded, they're going to feel that kind of energy. If you're worried, they're going to find that kind of energy, and they're going to just respond to it and be more hyper and act, in a way that they're not necessarily feeling themselves. They're feeling you and your energy. So keep your energy pure and high and strong, and just allow for that to come through from them. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll be on at 5 o'clock this afternoon with Auntie Jean and Kathy Caputo. And Michelle, I don't know, I missed some of the comments, so I don't know if you told us the time in Eastern time that you're going to be on, but would you please type that into the comments? Because when I was with Ruth yesterday, I'm pretty sure she said 11, but that's probably 11 where I'm at in Mountain Time, which would be 1 o'clock for you. So just please share with us what time you're going to be giving us that update. And I am going to go find our Leos. Where are you, sweet Leo? There he is. Let's all remember the AAA. Accept, align, allow, because everything is working perfectly. You believe it's at 2 o'clock Eastern. Okay, thank you. And we can also go look on the schedule that's put up every day at Enlightened World. Lily Ann, 2 o'clock would be, like 5 hours from now, something like that. Joanne Castrillo, good morning. Your sister Elaine, somebody's sister Elaine is having knee surgery. Leo is here. Yeah, I apologize for not seeing all the comments this morning, you guys. It's one of those computer glitches, and I'll try to figure it out before the Peapod podcast this afternoon. But here we go, here we go.
It's time to get up and get ready, because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. I create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy.
Joanna, I see your comment.
Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of just refuse. Spilling out from the top here. The coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup of full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
I see your joy, Ricky.
There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cup of full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup of full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of joy. Cup of full of joy.
Ooh, thank you, Leo. And Joanne, I was able to scroll up and I saw that it's your sister who's having knee surgery, your sister Elaine. So let's keep her in our prayers as she goes into surgery today. Thank you all so much for being here. Stay in your hearts, stay blessed, and I will see you later. I'm so excited about Auntie Jean and Kathleen being together with me today at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Check it out. I love you guys. Bye, everyone. Namaste.